Hi guys, it's Rachel here. I have some more Arteza products to play with, which I'm really excited about. The links will be in the description box below for the items. As you know, they are affiliate links, but they don't that doesn't increase the price to you. And also there will be a discount code as well if you go through those links. So I got 24 fabric paints, super cool. They're wonderful packaging. I've been, this is what I wanted the first time that I ever used their products, and I really like their products. They're good for someone like me who's not a super duper painter. But look, they come in tubs. I mean, tubs. What do you call these things? I don't know. But lots and lots of colors here, so I am really looking forward to using those. So they are the paints. 24 colors, as I said, in that wonderful box. The next thing, I finally got the gouache. Oh no, there might have been more fabric. The fabric paints might have been the larger pack available. I can't remember, or is that the largest? I don't know. This is the larger pack of these were not available, but that doesn't matter because you can mix the colors, and as usual they are in their wonderful trays, and I've got that tray that I had received the last time, where you can put these colors in and they reactivate with water, usually gouache. So I'm very excited to use those. So 24 colors. I also got double-sided strong adhesion, water resistant, acid-free, indoor outdoor usage, so mounting tape. So I guess, like, look, it's huge. So I guess you could do like a 3D card with it because it's slightly raised, so we might try something like that. But I would be more inclined to, which I wouldn't do a video on it, but I'm going to give it a go and hang something with it and see what happens, and then I can let you know in a future what happens with that. I also got the smooth coated paper, bleed proof, easy tear, ideal for a variety of wet media. These are they're pellets, so you'll find it's waxy on one side, and I've had these before but not Arteza ones, and they're really cool because you don't have to mess around with plates and that sort of thing, and they're disposable. So once you've mixed all your colors on there, you can once you finish with it, you can throw it out. So it comes with 40 sheets per pad. It's a pallet pad, and you get 2 in a packet. And then the other thing, because we love paper, is I got the Mex Media pads, 60 sheets, 9 inches by 12 inches, and beautiful sort of creamy, light creamy sort of color, and they're perforated, so you can break them off. Nice thickness. Let me see what, 180 GSM, so very nice thickness. Nice to put in journals as well, I think. And again, 2 in a pad, in a pack, so I think that's a very good deal. Lulu was very excited to see all of these things. So yep, so I will be coming back with probably a few videos using these, and I can't wait. But I'll probably or I'll decide to attach my first video at the end of this, or this will be separate, and then the video will come afterwards. So I'm very excited. These are things that especially these 2 things are things that I've been wanting for a long time, so I can't wait to have a play with them. So I'll see you again soon. Bye. Hi guys, it's Rachel here, and I am back with part of my Arteza video. So I've been mucking around with the fabric paints because I needed to have a, play with them before I did the video, and so that's just with a paintbrush. Pretty messy, but I think that'd be really fun, ripped up and used in collage. That little one, just playing around with some dots, circles. This one I painted the fabric with the white fabric paint and then did those, but I might rip them up and use bits and pieces. Just experimenting. Just a piece of linen here, and then just some stripes, and I painted that. But they can be really cute things. Now the instructions for the Arteza paints, fabric paints, is you can water them down if you to make them more flowy, but when you water them down, they do blur quite a bit, so that's got more water in it there. And then you let them dry for 6 hours. So I did these yesterday. You let them dry for 6 hours, and then you can iron them and they become permanent. And the difference I'm noticing with these compared to the ones when I put the fabric medium in the acrylic paint is it's not going to be as stiff as if you do it with fabric medium and acrylic paint. I like that. So then what I did was last night while I was watching TV was I carved some more stamps. And I've just been playing with these. They're a bit wet. I just washed them. And so I wanted to show you first how to carve stamps if you don't know. I'm not an expert. I haven't done too many. But this is what I created with some of my stamps. So first this one. This I did with the circles. And I stamped them. We'll do it. I'll do it in another video. I used the paintbrush for the stems, and then it's a bit messy, but I actually really like it. So I think that will look nice. It's just drying now. That's with the this stamp here that I did in the last Arteza video, but I really like that too. And then I did this with these. There's two sizes of this, and then I just did some dots. It's a bit messy, but like if you rip it up or do some embroidery around it once it's dry, I think it could be fun. And then I just had a play here. Now, I had to play yesterday with that. That's dry. But this is the triangles, which I think could be really cool all over a fabric. That's with my circles here. And then this I did, I just mucked around. That was yesterday. Here I had lots of water in this, and you just put it down and it blends out. And I really like that. That had less water in it, so it was more dry. But I really like that. So they're all wet. They're just drying. So we'll do something with those later. Now let's get to the job at hand. So if you want to carve your own stamps, well, you don't have, this is the rubber. This is, I think it's the Speedball rubber. You can buy it on Amazon. You can also buy it on Etsy. You can get it quite inexpensively. I don't know what the quality is like on an AliExpress. I was going to buy some. I should buy some. And it's the one that's white in the middle and has the colourful layer. So once you get through the colourful layer, then you know you've dug enough you've dug enough for your stamp. Now you could also use potato. You can use all kinds of things to stamp. You don't have to have this equipment. And then you buy this. This is Speedball, and it comes with these blades in here, and you just change them. Okay, so we might do this Rebby. So what I might do to start off is it takes a while to do the stamping. So you unscrew it, and there's a way where that slips in. Just a minute, I can see it there. There it is. It goes in there. Now that's a very sharp blade, so you've got to be careful. This is quite a dangerous tool, so you need to be very careful with it. And then what I'm going to do, if I can, is as carefully as possible. And as I said, I am not an expert stamp carver. I have learnt to do it, but I'm not an expert. So I'm just going to cut this out. I'll probably regret it. I always say that, don't I? But I probably will. And then just get that off there. So, okay. So the first thing I do is I start with my small one. And what I'm going to do, and I just drew that on freehand. So there is a technique. If you're not confident to draw it on freehand, I wasn't that confident, but I was just lucky it worked out this time. I'm putting in my smallest blade. So they come in different sizes. Okay, so if you want to do detail work, you use this little one, and this is around the contour. So if you want to, if you're not confident to draw straight onto your rubber, I mean, if you made a mistake, you can just flip it over. What you can do is you just get a piece of plain paper, do your drawing, but you'll have to reverse it. If you want your rabby to face in the opposite direction, you have to draw it the reverse to what you want. Draw it on here with a nice pencil that is, you know, that like not a hard pencil, a softer pencil. Flip it over, put it on your piece, and then you trace around. You should be able to see. You might have to put it up to the light if you can't see your outline, and then you trace it and it will transfer onto the rubber. Okay, so this is really not about stamp making, but I just wanted to show you because I did say that after the last time that I would show you. So I've got my little one. You always work, if you can, away from yourself. So I'm a lefty, And you don't dig too much, you just put a little bit of pressure and you start to take away the rubber. And if you can, try to turn the piece of rubber and not so much your hand. So I've got to go around here and I'm going carefully around and I'll stop there at the point. Okay, it's quite a messy job. Then start here and then come out. And I'm turning my rubber. And if when you're going around the corners, I find if you don't lift up, then your curve will be very nice. It'll be better. And it's not a fast job. It's quite therapeutic to do. So you go around here and into there and come up. And there, I think I don't like that curve. I think I want to go a bit more into this line here. There. Okay. And then up here, turn my rubber. I hope I'm on screen because I can't stop now. Turning my rubber to try and keep my curve as smooth as possible. And then do the same here. I think I was wanting to go with this somewhere between there and there. Go around here. Now these are very sharp tools, so you want to keep your hands as much as possible, as I mentioned before, out of the way. Even Lulu's done a stamp with this before. So, and then you need to go here and around to there. And I probably should have started at a point because I'm going to be a bit wobbly there, so I'll need to fix that. I'll just have to keep mucking around with that until it's right. So there we go. So at this point you can go around again. So I might start there. I'll take out a little bit more and take out a little bit more. So I'm a bit of a mess here. I'm not an expert. But you know me, I'll give it a go. And then you go around and take out a bit more. And sometimes it's good to go also away from the point there. I've already been around around my curves, so now I'm not so concerned, although I probably should be, but I'm not. And I want to start from here, and I'm just taking out very carefully, because if you make a mistake, you can't put it back. That's the problem. Hopefully you can see. It's only a very fine line at the moment. You'll see in a minute when we start to use the bigger ones that we start to take away more. But we take away from our contour first, and I think that's the way you do it. So that way, when you use the big ones, you don't ruin your shape. And I'm only at the level that I can do very simple sort of shapes. I don't do anything too, I mean, you see some amazing lino print, block print sort of things done that are so intricate. I can't imagine how long they take to prepare, but they are really beautiful. So we'll just come back here. Okay, so now I think I'll change to my neck size, which is, I don't know, am I missing one? No, it's this one. See how it's in a narrow point there? They get wider and wider, and that means they take out more and more. So this is the next one. Slip it in there, and I can start. I sort of put the point there, and that way I'm starting to take out a bit more, and I'm following along where I went before, and I'm digging out, putting a little bit more pressure and digging out more. Okay, see how you can see how it's much deeper now. But I do really like the stamps with the paint on the fabric. And I'm going to carefully go around here, see if I can get that out. Okay. So you sort of use the size of, what will we call this, the sort of the tool that you need. So this one here I can take out a bit more. Go around here. Just, you need to keep your hand out of the way just in case you slip, because they really are so sharp you can hurt yourself. Just taking out as much as I can. Come around the corner. My sister's quite good at, well, she's very good. She's good at all this stuff, at carving stamps. I did, even though I kind of knew the technique, because you just watch tutorials on YouTube like you're watching now. But there's this lady, I can't even remember her name here in Italy, that she does very nice stamps. And she's quite friendly with my friend that does the ceramics. So she booked Lulu and I into her course. It was at a craft fair in Bologna. It was quite a few years ago now. And I thought, even though I kind of knew how you're supposed to do it, just to see someone who was quite an expert at it do it and reiterate the process was quite a good thing to do. Although I didn't carve any stamps probably for several years after that. Okay, so I think here I can now go, you can see it's deeper. I can now go and dig out some more. So I'm going to put my next one in. And you just, work your way up to, so that's my next one. Just digging a bigger sort of dip each time further away from your shape. And then you get a little bit faster as you go. And then if there's anything that you're not happy about, you then put your little one back on, and you come back. You can come back and you go and do your fine detail afterwards. Get rid of this. So these sort of little ridges are annoying. We don't want any of those. So always take out less, and then you can come back and take out more. Because as I said, if you make a boo-boo, you can't put it back. I'll do that with the bigger one. So let's go around. Okay, get rid of this. I probably should use my big one for that bit. Okay. Take out a bit more, and then I can get my big one, and then we really get it out. It's quite relaxing doing this, it really is. So as I said, I mean, obviously you're not going to carve a rabbit out of a potato, But you can do the circles and things out of a potato. Oops, you see now I've got a boo-boo here. This is a disaster. I've cut my ear. It slipped and I've cut my ear. So now I'm going to, when I get to the details, I'm going to have to trim that ear down. That's how easily you can do a boo-boo here. Now I'm not in the right spot for that over here. That's it. And here you can take out a lot. So we're getting there, and I will come around with my tool, my this, and cut away some excess afterwards. But first, I'm just going to get rid of. You probably can hear Lulu and her friend chatting. They're having a good old time. So when I'm going sort of near my bunny, I'm turning it that way. If I turn that way, I'll cut into it. If I turn the sort of the bottom of the blade towards my shape, then I find that unless I slip like I did before, I'm less likely to cut it. And it does take, like the first ones I did were really hopeless. This is slightly, I mean, this is not perfect, but I'm getting better at it as I do a few more. And you can do really complex things once you become better at it. So I'm just going to cut off that bit that I see. I'm going to have to fix the shape there. Slip there as well. I'm going to have to fix that as well. See, this is the problem. I wonder, you know, the expert people at doing stamps. I mean, this is probably like watching paint dry. I wonder, I'm going to get my little one now and see if I can go back. Oh no, I need to take out a little bit more here. Now the reason why you have to take it out is because when you stamp, it'll stamp that bit as well, the ridge. So you need to dig out enough. Let me see, I think that's going to be good. I need to get my small one and my second one, I think, again now. So first I might just chop off the excess with this. Now this, as I said, is very sharp. So I'm going to trim off what I don't need. So then I don't worry about that anymore, that I need to go and dig out there. Might cut some of this out too. And of course put a mat down, because you're, especially using this, because you're using, you see, just chop it off. You don't need that. Now let me see here. I'm probably doing it all wrong, but this is how I do it. And it works for me. Chop that off. Chop that off. Get rid of that. And I also try to maximize how much I can get out out of a rubber block. What you saw when I first started the video was probably about half the size of the block that I had. I carved out all of those other bits, the triangles and the circles. But we're nearly there. I just have to fix a few things. Okay. Right. Oh, I've got to take out that bit there as well. So just go slowly so you don't have any boo-boos like I did. So we're nearly there. Now, I think I'll get my second size. Now this one seems to stick sometimes. This is my second size. And very carefully, I'm going to see, I don't know if you can see, there's these little ridges here. They'll pick up when you put the paint or the ink on, so you've got to get them off. That's all right. Can't see, sorry, I'm going to have to hold it up. No, that's not a good idea. Oh, here I had made a boo-boo, so I'm going to have to take that out. I'm going to have to fix that. So I'm going to make my bunny a little bit slimmer. There we go. Okay, let's see here. Now I think it's a better idea if I go this way. I promise we're nearly there. Okay, now what we do is we get a piece of paper. Just grab this. Grab an ink. Oh, I haven't done the eye, just a minute. So with the eye, you just take out a little piece like that for the eye. That's the eye. Let's put the ink on. Cute. And then when we stamp it, we'll see if there's anywhere that still needs to be fixed. Now I did slip there, so let's try again. We'll do another one. Let me just move this out of the way. Too many things hindering me here. Okay. Okay, so where do I see I've got a problem? See, I'll just show you here. I need to fix this. How can I show you? I need to fix this bit here, that little line there and down there. And anything else? So that's, oh, that's that bit there. I think yes, it is. I can see it's. Just take it off. Did I get it? I think I did. Okay. Anything else? Oh, that bit there. Oops, be careful, Rachel. Okay, that might be okay. The tail, I had that little bit in there. Okay. And I've got, it's a little bit wonky there where I had to fix it, but it's probably okay. Okay, let's try and stamp it again. I'll just take this piece off and flip it over. I think this will be very cute on fabric with some embroidery on it. I think it's going to be very cute. Okay, so let's stamp and see how it's looking. Oh no, there. I can see where the ink went there. It's not perfect around there either, but I don't want to mess anything up. Okay, let's try one more time and see. So do recommend starting off with very simple shapes. I think that's going to do. I'm not going to mess about with it anymore. I'm pretty happy with that. Oh, that's really cute. Okay, so that is that video for now for Arteza. Even though this is not Arteza, but we're preparing for Arteza. And we are going to come back and do some work on fabric. I'll carve out those other two stamps, and then we'll have a whole lot of stamps to play with. So that's pretty cute. I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, I am. All right, so I hope you enjoyed that. You can carve your potatoes or your stamp, you know, the what's it called, the speed ball stuff. There's lots of different types. Just look up rubber. Oh, I don't know what you'd look up. What did I look up? Rubber for stamps or speed ball or something like that. Or you can get it on Amazon, but on AliExpress, but you'll have to wait a while. Let me just chuck that out. Or you can, you know, you can look up on Pinterest different ways, things to use for stamps. It is nice to have something that's permanent, whereas if you take all that time carving out a potato, you're going to have to throw it out, aren't you? So it's probably a good idea to use something a bit more permanent if that's what you want. Or otherwise, you can use sponges and the bottom of a pen or a pencil and you know, that sort of thing to stamp as well, circles and stuff. So I will be back in the next video. We'll be doing some stuff on the fabric, and I'll wait for those to dry. I'll iron them and see how we're going to use them. So thank you for watching. Bye.